Hello everyone, we're joining you from Merced County at Minturn Heller Co-op, and they're all about almonds. Almonds are all about their business, and usually when it's busy time you would see the almonds coming in, being harvested, then sent out. But why we're here today is talking about more ag companies are going green. And I'll show you guys, these are some of their vehicles that they have. They're usually covered in almonds, and this is a parking structure, but you won't believe what's on top of it. Those are solar panels. It is as big as a football field. So we're gonna go in and talk to Mike and Jeff. You guys are gonna be on Facebook Live here. Wonderful. All right, we got Mike from Pickett Solar to talk about the project a little bit if you wanna kind of wave. And then Jeff, you're with Minturn Heller. We've tuning in a little bit. Okay, tell me a little bit about your business for people that don't know what you guys are.
Minturn Heller is an almond holding cooperative made up of local growers. Over 300 growers deliver their almonds here. We hull them and shell them and send their product off to further processing.
Okay, so you guys are constantly, you're working with what, 300 different farmers across Merced and Madera County, right?
Yes.
So people are bringing in their almonds.
Yes.
And it's a big deal, so there's a little bit of a cost to doing business, right?
There is. So we do charge for our services. The growers are the member owners, so our net margin, our net profit at the end of the year, they get a portion of that back. So they do benefit from the operation of the company, and the solar helps our bottom line.
Okay, so why go solar? Why? I mean, you guys have this huge parking structure. It's as big as a football field down here. Why go solar?
To try to, obviously saving money is a critical part of our operation, and the solar helps cut down on our electric expense. Electrical expense is our number 2 expense as far as size, and it's very significant, and we have to save every way we can.
Okay, so first of all, I've never seen a parking structure like this. I gotta bring you into Mike. Parking structure, you can stay in, Jeff. I've never seen a parking structure with solar on it. Why did you guys do that, Mike, if you want to say?
This basically was when it came up to Jeff when I first met him. Jeff said, hey, I need a lot of solar, but I have no ground. It's like, well, that's awesome, Jeff. What exactly are we supposed to do here? So basically we used our background as metal building guys at Don Pickett and Associates, and we said, hey, let's make a giant structure. Okay. So it's basically a shell of a metal building. And it ended up being almost 60,000 square feet of a structure.
So just about a football field.
Just about a football
the
field,
kids playing. So
it's big.
So how does it?
Don't do it justice, right?
So how does it work? I mean, everything in here is programmed. Everything in here is.
Yeah, it's basically you've got your solar panels, and everything's running through the inverters, and it goes through a cluster controller, and it's producing and kicking back to the grid for them.
So how do you guys want
money?
So how it works, now we did a parking structure because you didn't have room. Normally you have these trailers parked here, right?
Yes, the trailers, this is a staging area for the full loads prior to going to the plant. So we bring full loads in here and work out of this structure to process the product.
One thing I've noticed, it's cooler in here.
Yes.
Does it feel cooler?
Oh,
I mean, it feels cooler to me. What are the added benefits that you from going green, from going solar, you know?
Well, obviously the cost savings to our electrical expense. And,
how much?
We're saving about 42% on what we call Plant 3 of the electrical costs. The solar is offsetting.
Okay. You know, have you been talking to your other friends in ag about this and kind of the trend?
Well, we know a lot of, or several of our vendors and or customers already were using Pickett, and so they came highly recommended that way. We did put the project out to bid, and Pickett, because they met our needs, they came in with the structure that met what we wanted to do, didn't use our ground up. That's how they got the job. So we're very, very pleased with their ability to think outside the box is what we needed to happen.
They thought up. All right, Mike, I got to bring you in and ask you a couple questions here, because I know a lot of homeowners are getting solar. I know myself, I got solar this year because I was a little nervous about the tax credit expiring or going away. Do you guys hear that? Do you know much about that?
We do hear that. Basically what's happening, because we predominantly do ag. So we're really concerned with what's happening in ag and commercial. We have until the end of 2019, you have the federal investment tax credit going from 30% down to 26%. Then the following year, it's going to go 26 to 22, then from 22 to 10 permanently and gone for residential. So if you're looking for residential, residential is going to be gone after 2022.
Gosh, yeah. So I mean, that's something to think about if you, whether you have a business or a home. Do you guys see this growing? More ag companies going to you guys saying, "Hey, we need to get solar."
Yes, oh, we really do. And ag has been on the forefront of this before. This isn't new to ag. You can drive up and down the valley at any of these dairies, cold storages. Guys have been on this train, and they're going around for their second round of projects. It worked so well in round one. Hey, let's go after the farming operation now, not just the cold storage.
What are the benefits?
The benefits, cost savings is a big thing. In a lot of things, renewable credits, basically, for cold storages. When they're selling, to example, a Whole Foods, places like that, they can say this was processed with renewable energy.
Okay.
So it's a good PR too.
Is it, do companies, ag companies, we know emissions from like trucks and things like that are concerned? Do they get, is there anything?
They get offsets,
Okay.
things like that, and that gets real technical what they have to offset. And it's just like dairies.
Okay.
Dairies are under so much scrutiny all the time, and they are some of the hardest workers at going green. So solar's been great for them amongst the million other things they're doing. Dairymen can definitely in this valley get a bad name, but they are some of the hardest workers at going green.
It's so interesting. Just, I mean, unless you're in the ag industry, you maybe don't understand that there are environmental challenges. The state of California has certain stipulations.
Yep, you're correct.
Certain trucks and things like that can only pollute so much. So I know companies are always looking for that.
Everywhere they turn, there's always something new. So they have to be on top of it. Like I said, we've had a lot of dairymen that have done round one. They'll do, for example, a megawatt, which is almost 5 acres on a tracker. And they'll go after a year or so, wow, this really works. And they'll end up doing round two. And they do it again and again because they have so many pumps, and the dairy barns run 24 hours a day.
There's so much energy going on here.
Exactly.
And it's kind of interesting because they're growing a natural product and then they're using the sun to help power them.
Exactly.
So it's kind of interesting.
You're exactly right.
You guys, this is the first project you've ever gone up?
This big.
Okay.
Yes, we've done carport. Nothing like this. This is very unique. The panels are basically your roof.
All right. Any last thoughts? It's interesting. It's very large. I mean, about the size of a football field. So.
No, it really is. Thank you for having us, making a focus of this. It's been a great working with Jeff and Minturn. They've been a phenomenal partner. It's one of those rare cases where you meet somebody, you end up getting a friendship out of business. Cool. We enjoy, every time I come and see Jeff, it's always a good time. We always have fun. So, but thank you for having us and making this a focus point.
Yeah, thanks so much. All right, you guys, we're going to have much more on the story on ABC 30 later. Thank you, Brent, Chayo, and others who are joining us. And we'll see you on ABC 30. Bye-bye.